It's how to get a fire going in the absence of a lighter or matches. Handy skill to have up your sleeve. This Dragon's Breath ferro rod absolutely blasts flames out the end, so I've got no excuse to not get this pretty quickly. So now we've got the fire going with that ripper of a ferro rod. If you didn't have a ferro rod, you didn't have matches, you didn't have a lighter, I'm going to show you how to get a fire started with one of the most old school techniques known to humankind, and that's essentially rubbing a couple of sticks together. Even if it's been pouring down rain, you can get this really, really great inner bark, which we call tinder. Geez, the use of the word tinder's changed over the years, hasn't it? But again, even if it's saturated wet on the outside, you can get this perfectly dry tinder on the inside and get a fire started, which could be the difference between life and death if your clothes got wet, if you needed to get warm in a situation in really cold weather where you can end up with hypothermia. So if you've got a shoelace, a guy rope from your tent, as long as it's fairly strong, you should be able to get at least one fire just using, again, a shoelace or whatever you can find lying around, a slightly bent stick, doesn't have to be any special stick. Now, you want to get, grass tree is the best, Xanthorrhoea resinosa this one's from, and you cut yourself a little notch at the back here for the hot coals to drop down. You just get a little groove on the inside. It's light wood, softwood on softwood. Traditionally, they talk about doing hardwood on softwood. I like softwood on softwood because I feel that it gets results quicker. And you just sort of drill that in, or you can get your knife and gouge it out a little bit. You also need something to put over the top, okay, which is going to sit over the top of your drill rod, like that. It can be a hollowed out stick. I personally like to use a shell if there's one available. So you wrap around like that, hold it with this hand so it's out of the way. Going to lock that in place here. Put your pressure rod on the top, which in this case is a oyster shell. Start nice and easy. If you get it flowing nice and smoothly, shouldn't take you very long at all. I'll go a little bit more. Shouldn't take you too long at all to get a coal. There you go, we've got a beauty. Excellent. So we're gonna chuck that on top. You can add in a bit of kangaroo or wallaby poo if you've got any handy. That'll help create a really big coal there. Capitalise on the breeze coming through there. And there you go. Depending on how you like to do it, you can build like a bit of a pyramid-like structure around it, but that's essentially how you make fire with sticks.